real estate on the side while also continuing to work at Chitters. She would like to thank all my coaches throughout her 13 years of playing the sport I fell in love with. I would also like to thank my parents, family, and friends for always supporting me and sticking by my side through everything. Also, Jana, Gus, and Megan for the last 3 years of my basketball career. It has been rough, but we are still going. And for Megan's girls, thank you for being my biggest fan. I love you girls. Then there are my teammates. Thank you to my upperclassmen Joe, Bob, and Danny for always being my people on and off the court. And the freshmen, you guys always keep an eye on me on my toes, and I'm so thankful for getting here with you and watching you grow every day. Lastly, I would like to thank basketball itself for being my sport. Miss Michaela the Rock. And our last speaker tonight is Miss Aubrey Roth. She's accompanied by her mother Tabitha, her dad Dale, and her brother Noah. She's been 11 years in the basketball program, 3 years in club, and 3 on varsity. Her future plans are undecided at this time. She would like to thank her coaches Jana and Gus for the seasons played, and my travel club coaches Mario, Rashawn, and Amy. Thank you to Gus for the extra time in the gym, pushing me and helping me to get better and improve my skills in the last few years. I want to give thanks to my parents for giving me the opportunity to play club, travel ball, and getting all the experience of playing ball outside the valley. Mom, thanks for always being my biggest fan. Thank you for taking the time to drive me all over, whether it was to Moss Square to Sunday for a year, or to go play ball in Spokane, or taking me to the games all over Washington and Oregon. For always pushing me to do my best, encouraging me, and always cheering me on and giving me pointers. I also want to thank my Aunt Allie for always being there and cheering me on for the countless hours in the car, making sure my cousin Michaela and I were getting to practice for games in Spokane or wherever they may have been. I also want to give a big shout out to all of my family here and far who have supported me in my basketball journey. Miss Aubrey Brock. Let's give our seniors a big hand. At this time, would everybody please stand and remove your hats if you're wearing them for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Josie Reed. to remind you that sportsmanship and the objective of educational institutions are our top priorities. The cooperation, support, the values of respect and good citizenship are appreciated. And now, let's start for the Spartans. Number 12, a senior, Eddie Humphrey. Number 20, a senior, Peyton Yonk. Number 21, a senior, Lizzie McCracken. Number 23, a senior, Haley Bray. Number 32, a junior, Aaliyah Jensen. Spartans are coached by Tyler Douglas, assisted by Nikki Young. And now, let's start with the Wildcats. Number 10, a senior, Kellogg. Number 12, a freshman, Peyton Story. Number 14, a sophomore, Jordan Stutzky. Number 20, a senior, Aubrey Rock. Number 21, a junior, Danny Henderson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Wildcats Live. We are here at Andrews Gymnasium on a snowy, cold winter's night up the gulch here in Jacobs Gulch, Kellogg, Idaho, for this matchup here. It's kind of an important matchup. I am Simon Miller here. I got Gemma Miller up in the K-Wall booth. I am joined tonight so far by Easton Town and Noah Work. And that was who, Easton?
That was Michaela.
Michaela on senior night getting off to a quick start. Wildcats and Priest River, you guys, are both 4-3
This
in
would
the
be
Central
for
Idaho League. This is for
the 2 seed, correct?
second place, yes. There won't be a need for a tiebreaker. This is the tiebreaker. They're both records are 4-3. You got the Grangeville Bulldogs, of course, at that familiar spot in the number 1 position.
Obviously.
Here's Kellogg and Priest River, and I have in my bracket that I made, I put Priest River 2 for now just because they beat Kellogg earlier. But that's the only reason. I just had to get a bracket to put together. And then 4th and 5th will be Orfino and St. Mary's.
Yeah.
They'll play the loser out game this Friday.
Short corner story. Stutzky's playing. Jordan's back today, Simon.
That's help. That's a big help. They've missed Jordan. I watched this Priest River team play Grangeville shortly after we did, and they scored a few more points and held Grangeville to a few less, but they were at home as well. So this should be a good matchup. If Kellogg plays the way they played earlier in the season, they should be in good shape.
Yeah, no
Had
kidding.
a little bit of a slump here as of late. That's a 3-pointer.
That is Peyton Yount.
Peyton Yount
Yount?
with the 3. She is a senior
Senior golfer, too.
and a golfer. Was her brother a golfer too?
Yeah.
Either brother or cousin, I'm going to assume.
You got a kickball.
Go with the replay on that. I forgot to bring our feed up here. We will go full screen on that bad boy. So we got our cranking up our new TV for the second time, giving us a little bit better view here
Groff
on this
for 3.
side.
That's good.
Aubrey, so cousins Groff, seniors Groff, with getting things started with a bang here, Easton.
Yeah, no kidding.
Aubrey with a 3, and Michaela with a jumper to open the game up. So 5-3 here for the Cats early. Good, looking good offensively so far. Priest River I just want to say Priest River kind of handled Grangeville's suffocating pressure a little bit better than Kellogg did. Still wasn't super great, but it was better.
Yeah.
But Kellogg, neither of these two teams is going to apply that degree of pressure, so you'll see them play a little bit more efficiently tonight. Of course, with Stutzky in the lineup, that's going to help the Wildcats quite a bit.
She missed, what, two?
I think 2 games, and I think she got hurt in the Wallace game.
Yeah, she separated her shoulder.
Yeah. HIPAA, we're not supposed to disclose that. I'm just kidding. That's unofficial, ladies and gentlemen. That's Easton Town's
that's my injury report.
Unofficial injury report. Wildcats looking at a couple of good possessions here with points. Let's see if I can keep that going. Looks like, what kind of a defense does it look like we're in, boys? To me, that looked like a 2-3, but we'll have to pay attention to that. We'll see what Kellogg's in on this end.
I think.
Looks like Kellogg's going to be in a man because Ella's up top here.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Because you got Peyton on 32 on Jensen. You got to travel.
I thought for a second there it could be either a 1-3-1, or it's some kind of soft matchup zone, but we'll have to wait and see what develops a little further. Now it looks like Priest River in a little token half-court pressure. I don't know if they'll spring that trap anywhere. They were doing that when we played them earlier at Priest River.
I didn't see that game, but I know it was not good.
Danny just took a knee to the side of the head. It was really a matter of Priest River did this half-court sort of trap the whole game, and Kellogg just never got into any sort of – not only that they didn't get in any rhythm, they struggled to even get good looks. So, yeah, this is definitely a man-to-man. There goes Aubrey with her with Yount, so it's going to be a 3.
3 for 3.
Priest River not afraid to shoot the 3. Got some size down below, got some height. In Aaliyah Jensen.
Another golfer.
Oh, is Aaliyah Jensen a golfer too? I haven't.
Since he retired.
Yeah, I've been retired for 2 seasons. This will be my 2nd season, so.
3 for Groff.
Good.
Offensive rebound. Is off as well.
So teams kind of cooled off now. I watched on NFHS the Wildcat boys against St. Mary's last night.
That was a good game.
Played really, really good, high-energy defense, really the whole game. The defense was
it's a long 2.
Good enough to win. And who was that on the long 2? Number 21.
That was 21. McCracken.
But if Kellogg just would have hit a couple of those threes in the fourth quarter, it would have been a completely different ball game.
They marked it down as a 3.
Yeah, they'll have to. I don't know if they're going to fix it.
There you go. They fixed it.
Yeah.
Skip pass. Groth to Groth. Regina.
A lot of these freshmen on the Kellogg girls team got some good experience against the Grange. Did they? No, it was mainly against Grangeville.
Yeah.
I mean, so they got their legs under them in one of the toughest games they'll play.
Yeah.
Definitely all year, but
because Grangeville's most likely going to place at state again.
Yeah, see Grangeville, I got them up here in the rankings, and they are – I thought they were ranked higher. They're now ranked 4th in the coaches poll. We'll see what they are in the media poll. So we got 3A. So, yes, they're 4th. Malad, Parma, and Melba all ahead of them right now. And before, Priest River was receiving votes, and I don't see any here.
Yount gets fouled.
We'll
5-5.
go to girls basketball. That's media. We want coaches poll.
It's only for golf, right? You get a trophy for 4th.
A banner or a trophy and a banner. Yeah. I mean, like one of our banners. That's our school policy. So in this one, Grangeville also ranked 4th behind Malad, Parma, and Melba, and I still don't. Priest River girls were getting some votes earlier in the season and aren't at this point, which those polls tell you a little bit about the teams across the state, but they're definitely not the end all. 6-5 here, Priest River with a 1-point lead.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah. Gotta put some snap on those passes. Yount had her beads were on that, and she was ready to go. She had it in her sights.
Jordan's back in the game.
Jordan sporting that knee brace, giving some extra support. She plays hard, so you can't really have her just going halfway. So hopefully the games she got to take off, got healed up pretty good. Gonna go a little stack here. Wildcats underneath.
Gotta get it in. There you go.
Now that we got the TV here, we can
actually see.
We got Coach Tyler Douglas down there for the Priest River girls.
Stutsky drive.
This is some of the best ball movement I've seen our girls have in a few
for
games.
3. That is good.
That's textbook right there. That's some pretty good ball movement. And we'll replay that on the split screen so you can keep up on the current action and watch that great shot there by Stutsky. Great angle.
Offense rebound, put back off. Stutsky, coast to coast. Smartly. Regina. Groth
That's
Groth
great
for 3.
ball movement. Wow. I don't mean to sound surprised. I mean that like in an exciting way. They've come out of that, Orfino, Grangeville, Wallace stretch, which was a tough stretch of games, and it looks like they've really gone and worked on some things because the ball movement here. See how they're not holding it and standing still?
They're
it's
actually
good.
passing it.
It's very good.
Stutsky for 3 again.
It looked good.
It's gonna stay with the Wildcats.
I'm going to get some subs into the game here. Number 11 and number 10 for Priest River.
Got McKinley Burgess Duquette, I believe, and
Haley Jepson Church. We got some 3-name players here. Or they use all 3 of their names.
Regina.
What do we got? Timeout?
Timeout.
I heard Coach Nearing kind of calling for timeout there. Kind of saw Jordan's kind of limping on that. I hope that knee's
I think it's
okay.
I think it's just the knee brace.
Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of a timeout here. I think the Wildcat band is still. What I'm going to do is we're going to talk through this, and I'm going to go once the game starts again. I want to check the sound because I figured out that the last game we had with my mic out there, it was up so high when the band was playing, and we were talking through a timeout and could hardly hear anything.
Yeah.
So we need to adjust that volume. While we have the 3 of us in here, though, we can kind of test those levels out. We want to get Noah's thoughts on the game so far. Noah's joining us for his second time here at Wildcats Live. He's also doing a little senior project. Noah, what do you have observed so far tonight?
I'm really liking Kellogg's offense so far. It's got a really nice flow to it. On the other hand, Priest River, kind of just like everywhere all at once, kind of. I could see Kellogg comes in here with a plane, and it's been working so far.
Good. Like they probably are pretty familiar with one another, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've played each other already. They've seen each other play other teams. So, yep, you're going to see a lot of little micro adjustments. And Peyton Story with, you know what? I love that.
I do love
pass
that.
into the block.
Loose ball back to the Wildcats.
She's got to square up. She's got to square up, and that's going to be
swing in it.
An excellent chance there for Kellogg.
Really good. Okay. Really good ball movement, though.
And Kellogg playing well. Priest River, I would say they're playing okay. They got maybe a little bit of the road. I got to wake up from being on the road. It probably was an even slower trip with the snow.
Yeah, I'm surprised we even had this game.
Yeah, 2 hour. I don't even know if they had school. They must have.
Apparently shut down school yesterday because everyone was sick.
And then we had a late start today, so that is one advantage of the late start. You don't have to cancel your games. Yeah, see,
I don't know about that.
I'm worried
knee.
with Jordan about that knee. It looked like she kind of
buckled.
Boy, what a tough athlete, though, huh? Oh, that looked like it might have been a push-off. No call. 3-pointer, no good. We got a scrum underneath. Let's look at replay on that. Let's go full screen and see if that looked like she might have got away, or if Jordan maybe just went down.
Kind of like over-exaggerated.
Yeah, maybe the F word, Oh, we're not going to get to – yeah, we are. So, yeah. She didn't really extend her arm. She just kind of stopped. And we have some pretty good refs, I have to say. We had a little double technical up here, last week.
How was that call?
And we went and looked at all 3 of those kind of contested calls, and I thought, being completely unbiased, I thought they were the right calls, So they're not always. There's always some interpretation there, but referees really in this day and age with HD, I mean, we're live streaming in HD, a high school event. I mean, these professional refs, they're even under more scrutiny because they go look under a hood. They get 17 different angles at HD, and sometimes it feels like they still get it wrong. But we appreciate our
the refs that we have.
high school refs a lot.
Rebound.
These guys are some of the best down here. Paul Manzardo and Neil Peterson.
Another
This crew is this is a good crew.
swinging it.
I have to get used to being able to look right up here. I haven't done that. I haven't.
Gotta travel.
You almost disguised it as a Euro, but
No.
it wasn't.
No.
That was not a Euro step. That was a 3-step. 8-6. This quarter went by pretty fast, guys.
Yeah.
I think, like Noah said, they're just all over the place, but they're moving the ball well. They're not turning it over and fouling. So this quarter went very fast. Jordan gets the
Travel.
dribble attack
Oh,
there.
no. On the ground.
Yeah, we're going to call it on the ground.
Got 1 second.
Let's see how this replay is working.
Good ball movement, though.
I do need one of my goals is to pull a replay up and then be able to draw on it. That's
Jordan at the buzzer.
some technology that I'm gonna have to learn. All right. Well, we do have I'm gonna check some sound levels. We do have the Wildcat Pep Band ready to go. We're gonna take a quick break for Easton and Noah. We are Wildcats Live. We'll be right back.
And we are back. Wildcats Live. Easton Town, Noah working the booth. Simon's checking audio. Jim and Miller doing camera. Got second quarter action of this pivotal CIL match for the 2 seed to host for districts. Noah, what are your thoughts after that first quarter?
The first quarter, I think they did good on offense, but defense, a lot of fouling. I think Priest River shot 6 free throws total. And Kellogg, with that great passing comes a lot of turnovers, though. So I'm having to clean that up. Besides that, though, they've been doing great.
Yeah. 8-6, definitely good defense by Jordan. 8-6, definitely not the highest scoring.
Yeah.
But
2 swats start off the second quarter, though. That's a good start, at least.
yeah. Good defense. Got another inbounds. McCracken. Humphrey for 3. That's off. Long rebound by McCracken. Yount for 3. That is off. That hit the shot clock. It's going to be Wildcats ball. 7:34 left in the second quarter. Simon is now back.
I'm back. I did a sound check out there on the little balcony. It sounded better than we're making improvements there.
Short corner.
Yep, short corner, beating that zone.
Good
Then you get a little
pass.
bit of high posts, drawing down to the bucket, where it's usually going to be a gap because of the commitment on the defense. Good job. These Wildcats they're prepared this time. We do have some chat. We got Sam Buffington. Thanks for the broadcast, Sam. Hey, thank you. And Sam he did the Grangeville Priest River for Idaho Sports. They did a live stream and got to see Sam's handiwork on the camera, Easton.
Yep.
So He's giving us a little shout out there. We appreciate that. He says, great three-man crew.
Long rebound again.
10-6 here. What was the score
It
at
was
quarter, Easton?
8-6.
Okay, I like to keep those.
Good. Way to get your hand. Got to recover. Shot clock.
Let's see what we get here. Coach, Neil Peterson over there talking to Mike McDonald, not the coach of the Seahawks. The other Mike McDonald, the OG,
Yeah.
Kellogg Mike McDonald. And I saw that Seattle hired Mike McDonald to be their head coach. I thought, man, well, we're going to lose a great community guy in Mike McDonald. And I heard it wasn't him. I think their name's spelled differently, too. MC versus MAC.
Yeah.
What do we got going here?
I don't know.
If we don't have a replay. Anybody watching can scrub back. I suppose we could scrub back, too, on our actual feed. It looks like they got it figured out.
Probably troubles with the shot clock.
I think we need to ask the refs in the future. We need to put a wireless pack on them. And so they aren't on the air, but we can hear them in our headsets, and we can go, they're talking about. Yeah, they probably don't want that.
Probably not.
What am I thinking? They definitely don't want that. Well, we're friends of the refs. I mean,
Sometimes.
we're ref appreciators. They're humans, and they're good humans. Chris Trevor now working the ball around against the Kellogg 2-3 zone. So both teams kind of switching up their defenses, guys. Sometimes in a timeout or based on a make, or just the coach will kind of say, no, we're back into our zone. We're back, and they'll usually have a name for it. I think our name for zone was 12.
Travel?
Yeah, looks like
so.
it. Story got a little excited. Wildcats and Spartans. This one's for the 2 seed, the second place in the Central Idaho League. Both teams currently sitting at 4-3. And the way that works ever since, I think it might have been even just right on the border of when COVID in 2019, 2020. We used to have this district tournament like at a neutral court, like NIC. I thought that was great. I prefer that. And now they have it at the higher seeds home court. So if this game means you either host or you go on the road, at least for the first game.
Another turnover.
Yeah, we bragged on them, didn't we, Noah? We bragged on the movement, we bragged on everything else, and then we jinxed them a little bit, but I think they'll settle down. 10-6.
Good defense by
Jordan.
Jordan.
Stutski's just working her tail off. Nice
Flat,
back. That's a back cut. Yep. Great back cut and pass to everything but the bucket. One of the things about that defensive pressure is it in 2-3 zone here still for the Spartans is by Jordan applying that pressure, it's harder to see that back cutter. So good job by the point guard to get that pass.
Philp for 3.
On that cutter. Yount with the rebound.
See, we're getting these passing.
They're getting good looks. Now we are in a man still. Looked like a zone there for a second, but that's just because of the alignment.
We're in a 1-1. No, we're in a man.
Yeah.
Humphrey.
Shot fake. Both teams are showing some pretty good discipline. They know a lot's on the line here. Well coached.
Swing it to McCracken. McCracken for 3. That is off.
It looked good. Looked like it could have gone in.
Offensive rebound and a foul.
Yeah, there's 2 really important components to good defense, and that's first is to force hard shots. You don't want to give easy shots, but the number 2 is what, guys? Rebound. If you don't rebound, all that defensive effort,
kind of just.
It's not like it's for naught. You still made them earn it, but you didn't finish it. So you got to defend and rebound, and that's a huge part of the game. If you can do those 2 well, you're not going to lose too many games. 10-6 here.
Church, second free throw.
Just 2 points scored here in the quarter so far,
lane
guys?
Violation. Yeah. Just the 2 points in 3.5 minutes.
Peace River's gotten a lot of free throws, but they missed, I think, 6 in a row now.
Yeah.
So if they would have free throws is the name of the game right now.
Got to make them. Sam saying he
Gotta
remembers
go
the
overtime,
games at NIC, and he says district championships. I think our district championships are still at the home court, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think it depends on the league.
Offensive
probably.
rebound, Groth. He's going to get fouled.
We've got so many cool courts. I mean, even it would be cool if you could work it into Idaho's schedule, that ICCU. That's an amazing venue. But, you know, you've got Lake City, you've got Post Falls, you've got Coeur d'Alene. They all have some pretty cool gymnasiums and courts. Now, you'd have to work that through all these sports happening at the same time. There'd probably be a scheduling nightmare, but NIC, it had a big game feel to it. I love our court here, and, you know, home court it's a pretty big advantage, but having that neutral site just felt, you know, it kind of had that tournament feel.
Yeah. Groth goes 1 for 2 from the line.
Good for Aubrey. Oh, just a producer's note here. Senior night, Aubrey. I was Aubrey's second grade YBL coach. Nice. Yeah, baby. And Gemma was on that team too, and Gemma's up doing the camera right now. So I still remember, like a miss there. We got to get a rebound though. Story's fighting for it. I remember driving to Kootenai because you'd have games at different locations each week. And I remember that drive to Kootenai, and I had Drayden on my team. I had Drayden, I had Aubrey, I had Gemma, and I had a couple of guys that are down here in the band. So.
Any updates on the wrestling stuff?
Oh, the wrestling was on, they said that NFHS. Let's see here, I will find it.
11s.
Easton will keep you guys going while I do some behind the scenes. Check on the Kellogg Wildcat wrestlers.
Out of the timeout, 3:51 left. Noah, what do you think Coach Douglas had to talk about to his girls?
I think they're just executing. Like, they're getting a lot of shots up. They're getting a lot of opportunities. They're just not capitalizing on it. I think if they just make that little switch, this is a completely different ball game right now.
Because they could be with their free throws that they've missed and the looks they've gotten into the paint from getting those fouls. It could easily be 16 to 11 instead of 11 to 6. China, good penetration. That's good shot, but just off. Humphrey with the ball. McCracken. Tee out.
This is where I need the second TV.
Yeah, I know. That is off. Another offensive rebound. They're killing us on the offensive boards. McCracken driving. Kick out.
Yeah.
And they miss opportunity. Another rebound.
And then another foul. What do we got here?
Looks like the Wildcats are up 20-12 against Timberlake Tigers. Is that Pinkelman wrestling? Or is that
looks like Scribner.
Scribner.
Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you to Timberlake for NFHS
and
live streaming this for us.
Yeah, and not moving the camera.
Hey, it's not panning around. I wonder if there's a setting on that.
Another.
Whoa, cheerleaders are chucking things violently into the band. Look out.
Spirit can.
It's expensive instruments up here.
Another free throw's off. They have missed.
That might be 8 missed in a row, I think, if I'm keeping track right.
So, and Priest River's been getting rebounds, right? So Kellogg doing a lot of work down here on the defensive end and not able to get a rebound to get the ball back.
That is off.
Another miss.
Another offensive rebound. There we go.
Finally, Wildcats come down with it.
Aubrey's 6th rebound. Jordan to Philp. Down to Groth. Groth with the drive.
Always having a great game so far.
Yeah, I would agree. That's a good pass. We should have captured that replay. That's okay. I'm really pleased with
travel or
the Wildcats' composure tonight. They look like a different basketball team than they did last week.
Yeah.
Now, when you're playing Grangeville, you're going to look like a different team. Grangeville has a lot of seniors. They're ranked 4 in the state. So
and not having their best player in Jordan.
Yep. So those things are. 2 things can be true at once, but I think that just this team, the way they're playing, they look more decisive to me Short corner, yeah.
They're off for 3.
Rebound. Though.
Offensive rebound, though. Aubrey again.
Now,
That's
one
off
thing
too.
that Wildcats can do now, get out of that scrum. So, guys, once the Wildcats on the offensive end, if they get a miss but a rebound, a lot of times we tell players to go right back up with it. But another thing that you can do is, set it up again. Make the defense work again. That's one thing I'd like to see Kellogg do as they try to extend this lead. It's 13-6. It's a positive. They're moving the ball well, but, that's going to be a travel. Phil, maybe she looks a little confused. I think she thought she threw that pass. And, and Jordan saying, no, you didn't throw it. You jumped and came back down, so you can't do that. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. You don't feel what you did.
Still 13-6.
Yeah, Wildcat defense really good post position
Another
there.
foul.
And that again is Aaliyah Jensen. She's been working hard down there on the post.
We'll watch a little wrestling while we do this.
Yeah.
I think this is the 6th trip to the line for Priest River, I think. 6th or 5th, I'm not sure. But
I mean, I feel like all their fouls for us have been shooting fouls.
all those rebounds they're trying.
Another missed free throw.
Yep.
Yeah,
Still no points for Priest River this quarter.
no.
Yep, just 2. Or no, more than 2 for Kellogg, right? 5?
5. Another missed free throw.
Yep.
Story corrals the rebound. Jordan pushing. Someone down, swinging it.
Dangerous skip
Whoa.
pass, but got it. Little helter-skelter right now. You got to get up and help your players out. Make yourself available.
You got to slow down.
I saw a coach I was up here setting up, and they were doing some stuff in practice, and I saw her in a drill and heard her. That's deep 3 there by Priest River. You have to show your teammate you're ready for the ball. You have to come to the ball. You have to show a target. You can't just be passive. Felt close to a travel there. Not a strong pivot foot for some of these girls on the perimeter. You got to really establish that pivot foot and get the ball in triple threat.
Another turnover.
Turnover. Looks like Jordan got hit in the nose or something. She's holding her nose. Maybe a bloody nose.
Blood time.
She's going to take off.
Gonna get a new jersey too, probably.
Let's see if there's. I don't see. Well, I guess there's none on the floor. She must have caught it before. So Jordan will go off and
Michaela came in.
get that bloody nose taken care of. Michaela back into the game. Rebound there by Phil. Priest River really struggling from the floor, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they definitely are. No points this entire quarter. Regina. Good.
Oh, what a drive there, Regina, and just a floater.
Someone just got a pin, by the way. Believe. So, yeah. Pinned by the Wildcats, too.
That's just little dribble, floater, little jumper for Ella. That's pretty.
Yeah, I believe that is Scribner who just got a pin, Simon.
Nice.
15-6 for the Wildcats.
Wildcats might hold Priest River to 0 points the whole second quarter.
It's looking
their
like
defense
it.
have been.
Yeah, that's
phenomenal so
impressive.
far.
I agree.
No, it was not a pen, Simon. It was a decision. Majority
Major
decision.
Yeah. Boy, we need Matt Armstrong up here right now.
Fireman's Gary.
Saturday Night Ride. Concrete Mixer. Like I loved
Half-court
all
heave.
the names of those
That is
wrestling
off.
moves. I just love them.
So,
Boy, this game's going quick. Wildcats really, I'm impressed. They're really playing some good defense.
yeah, Kellogg holds them to 0.
0 points for Priest River in that quarter. You don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
Before we go to half, we got about a 10-minute break. A couple things to remember. Number 1, player of the game. You got to keep in mind, like as you're watching the game in the back of your brain going, okay, it's a team game and we love that they all play together, but who really is impressing us? And the other thing is, what is one thing that stood out to each of you? We'll start with Noah. What is one thing that stood out as a positive in this game for Kellogg?
as a positive, I think, mostly the first quarter was their offensive flow. Obviously, it slowed down and started the second quarter when Sabres started figuring it out. But towards the end of the quarter, they started getting back into their groove, feeding the posts, getting good, strong drives. Their offense has been phenomenal. And obviously, defense won 0 points. Obviously, that's great too. But I really like their offense so far.
What do you think, Easton?
I like how aggressive we've been on defense. That's for sure. Like Noah said, holding them to 0 points. Like how often do you see that?
And I think we've been in a man, right? We have this. I mean, zone's not a zone isn't a bad defense, but a man-to-man, I believe, is a tougher defense to play correctly, effectively. And we've been in a man-to-man pretty much the entire game, with the exception of a couple possessions. I would say for me, ball movement, and that, I mean, maybe falls under offense, but specifically for me, I'm impressed with the ball movement of the Wildcats. Anytime you hold a team to 0 points in a quarter is fantastic. I'd like to see, and of course, I'm the coach in me. I'm doing a positive and then a suggestion and then a positive, but I'd like to see rebounds. Maybe focus on getting rebounds off of misses of Priest River, and just continue what you're doing. And so far, it's looking good for the Wildcats to avenge that earlier loss to Priest River. This one's for second place, so we're going to take a break. We'll leave you with the band for now. We'll watch a little bit of wrestling.
We missed a pin.
If you are a Wildcat fan, the NFHS feed is live and good quality if you want to go watch some of the Kellogg wrestlers. We'll be back. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors, and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! All right, we are back. Little halftime, kind of a break. Girls were out pretty quick, guys. About 5 minutes. They were back out. It was like Coach Nearing said, hey, you already know what to do.
You know what to do.
Get out there and do it. And Priest River really, I would think, has some adjustments to make. And Kellogg's still moving that ball really well. 15-6 here to start the second half. Wildcats get a look, but no bucket. We'll see what Priest River does to adjust to this, what's been effective man-to-man defense for the Wildcats.
And I realized during, like, the second quarter, Simon, Danny wasn't in that much.
No. Yeah, she really wasn't.
It was more.
And maybe was it a result of her kind of getting, she got a knee kind of to the cheek?
Maybe. That's a quick 2.
That's a pretty good pass there.
I'm pretty sure Priest River's first points in like 10 minutes.
I think you might be, you might be right. Let's see what the entry pass looks like. I like that they go to the side here. That's a good angle. Good seal there by Jensen.
Groth for 3. Short offensive rebound. Story. Bounce pass to Hendrickson. That is off.
Just not quite. I like the pass by Story. I like the bounce pass. Priest River's not wasting any time. They're not walking the ball up the court, guys.
Too much space.
Good rebound off the miss. It's Groth.
Groth looking, got a trailer.
Got Stutzky on the trail.
Groth.
See a 2-3 zone still. So there's your high post with Danny. There's your short corner. She came out a little not too far, but she could have stayed in there. That could have given Danny some room to float around in the key.
Good pass.
Good kick. Yep. Aubrey thought about it. See, now they're moving the ball, though, and they're coming back to the left side. Look how open that is, and look how much the defense has to move, guys. This is something they haven't done this effectively.
We used all 35 seconds of that shot clock.
Moved the ball, reversed it several times. That's textbook basketball right there.
Humphrey. It's right in the middle of the defense.
It's a pretty tough bucket there in the paint. So just like that, Priest River seems to have
found something.
Got a little coaching from Coach Douglas.
I got a referee timeout. Danny needs to tie a shoe.
Equipment timeout. 17-10.
Yeah, we're all good.
Looks like we're ready to go again. Timberlake Kellogg, 30-15 right now.
Stutzky, top of the key.
Danny on the post. That's a nice, kind of a nice over-the-top pass there. And Danny decided, one thing that Danny could have done there, I like that she's unselfish.
She was like wide open.
Yeah, she got that floater. What she could have done is pump faked and drew that person up and then dribbled and dumped it down. I mean, it was still a good look, but.
Simon, I believe we just had a Saturday night ride. I believe, and that was Wyatt's story, I think.
Oh, nice block there.
No,
speaking of Wyatt, well, that wasn't Wyatt, but Peyton just got a block.
That was Brady
there.
Fergobi. I just saw the tattoo on his back.
Okay.
Good pin by Brady.
Underneath here for the Spartans. Try to get it down.
Humphrey
They do.
fouled.
Kind of forced it in there to Humphrey. But that's what happens when you go up strong with the ball. You go up strong with the ball, not waiting for contact, so you get a foul called. You go up strong like you're going to score, then that's when you're going to get fouls called.
Who's wrestling now?
First free throw is good.
I believe. Who is wrestling?
Is that a knee brace or just a sleeve?
That is
Is that Lewis?
I think so. We have a lot.
Oh, we're into the
Oh.
wrestling while Priest River making their free throws. Noah's keeping watch for us.
I think that's also Priest River's first made free throws in about 15 minutes.
Priest River's sticking with the 2-3 zone. I wonder if you're going to see them try to mix it up a little bit here if Kellogg continues to have the success. Okay, there's a double dribble. So, sometimes you stay in a defense until, it's definitely not working. And Kellogg had been hitting some shots up to that point.
So this
and moving the ball.
This is Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, back to basketball.
Back to basketball here in Andrews.
Yump.
17-12.
Yount to Humphrey. Swing pass. Back to Yount. Yount top of the key to McCracken. McCracken's gonna just let it fly. Rebound Story. Jordan to Regina.
2-3 zone still.
Uh-huh.
I like the high. See,
I mean,
I think Danny's being too unselfish there. She knows somebody's down there, but she could dribble and draw the defense on
Euro
that.
step.
She's a good enough offensive player that she needs to be a little more selfish there and shot fake and attack.
Story again.
Really like that she's just an unselfish player, though.
Jordan to Danny. Oh, good luck, but
Yeah, a little too far underneath, right? They got her the ball.
Humphrey taking it 1-on-5 practically.
Probably want to pull that one out.
I get fouled.
Kind of bailed her out there, didn't we? At a 1-on-5, and she kind of forced the issue, and, well, she was able to draw a foul. That's 3. So into the game will be Philp. Danny's going to have to take another break. You can't fault Danny with her play, though. She's aggressive, and she plays hard on both ends of the court. So fortunate foul there. That's a nice inbounds play. I'd like to get a replay of that.
Shriver already has more points this quarter than the whole first half already.
Yeah, Priest Rivers has found something. I think it's just a matter of, they're hitting some shots, right? They weren't in the first half. That inbounds play, I like it.
They're getting quick, easy shots in the paint.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was, it must have been a 30, guys.
Yeah.
They're still standing up. It's a little quiet here right now because the band's
on their break.
Taking their traditional third quarter break.
They come back at 2 minutes.
Established at least when I was in pep band by Mr. Rick Dickinson. Third quarter break, just kind of take a little break, get something to eat. Nothing too, you don't want to get nothing too crazy because you don't want to be putting that through your horn. You don't want gummy bears and popcorn kernels in your valves in your lead pipe. But anyway, I didn't. Oh, she dragged that pivot foot again. So did she. I think that they get so excited. And that you also have to remember. I have to remember these. We've got how many freshmen on the floor right now? 1, 2, 3.
Yep,
yeah,
like
3.
3 freshmen and 1 senior and a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
you
gotta show them some grace while they're learning, and playing varsity level basketball as freshmen's impressive in its own right. So work on those reverse pivots, though, girls, and the triple threat. Be strong with the ball. Is this Yount at the line?
It is.
And that's the one thing Priest River has done well in the second half. They've gotten to the line.
And I've actually hit their free throws.
And they're making their free throws. It's now 17-15, so this is tightening up.
It goes 2 for 2. Now it's only a 1-point game. It's kind of been the opposite. Kellogg's only scored 2 points this quarter.
Yep. You'll notice, though, Priest Rivers extended that 2-3. Can you guys see that? They were sort of sitting back more towards inside the three-point line. And you've seen there are 2 guards in the top. They're coming out on the almost to the volleyball line. So they're kind of disrupting Kellogg's flow that they had. And Coach Nearing will find a gap there to attack, but it's hard to do on the fly. Nice shot fake there. Everything but the bucket. It was a good idea. Priest River got another rebound, and that's a 3.
Third straight offensive
Another rebound.
Priest River.
And that's just size right there. Jensen's just
Good
got so much size on Story.
Got a timeout.
Go timeout.
Timeout, Coach Douglas.
I was just thinking, now that we have the TV here, I don't know why that triggered that part of my brain, but I could technically have, like, this is the feed. I could technically have this, and using OBS, I could show what's happened in the past without just depending on the replay. So that might be something I do. You guys go ahead and keep it going here. I'm going to step out just for a second.
Gotcha. Simon's taking a break. Now me and Noah. 2:32 left in the third quarter. Noah, what do you think Coach Nearing just talked about?
I think she's trying to figure out not a new type of offense, but the way to get around. You know, Priest River, they're playing tighter defense, which is how you stop their fast-flowing passing. She's probably thinking about more pick and rolls and drives like this, kind of switch it up a little bit.
Oh, Kellogg's got to get a stop on defense too.
Priest River's definitely hit their shots and their free throws this quarter.
Humphrey in the corner. That is off. Rebound, Phillip. Got to get a bucket here. And we got it. Good bucket by Groff. Yeah. Aubrey's got 10 of the 19.
Yeah, she's killing it tonight.
Now 19-16 Kellogg. 2 minutes left. Swing it to McCracken. Back to Yount. Yount deep three.
They have Priest River open. They're taking them, that's for sure.
Get it over the timeline. Get it over the timeline. Get it over the timeline. Story. And jump ball.
Jump ball. And now here's another positive about Story. She's a scorer in her brain. She wants to score. She got that ball in the paint, and she kind of all in one step turned and shot. If she turns and faces and shot fakes or goes up square, she's probably going to get a foul there. I mean, Jensen's taller, might get a block too, but if you use that ball fake, you'll probably get her up in the air. So just little things for these players to, you know, I don't know that they watch this feed, but
good
or
box
the
out.
stream.
Good box by Regina and rebound.
Boy, it's tied up, boys.
Jordan, practically coast to coast. Story.
Good hustle there by both players.
Jump ball and roll the Wildcats away.
I call it a travel.
They call it travel?
Oh.
I don't know how they call that a travel, but
We got a replay there. Here it is.
looks like pretty tied up to me. But
Oh, yeah. It looked like kind of a 50-50 ball. It didn't look like really anybody had it.
Got another pin, by the way, Simon.
Excellent. We love our Wildcat wrestlers.
19-19. Very low scoring and fast paced.
Yeah, it has been. After remember the first 3 or 4 possessions, we thought it was gonna be more of a scoring. This is a defensive battle,
So
and is this the first lead Priest River's had?
That is Priest River's first lead since their first bucket of the game.
Since 2-0, yes. Phil kept her pivot foot down.
You gotta dribble though. You gotta dribble.
Yeah.
That's one of her. There you go. She's doing it.
Wildcats struggling here. I think they're still struggling with that pressure coming out. They're not they're not changing their defense alignment. They're just extending it. It's giving Kellogg fits.
it's a great fast break stop, though, at least by the Wildcats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fortunate jump ball.
You gotta get Danny back in this game, even though Danny's in foul trouble. You gotta get her back.
Yeah. Fourth quarter, she'll get her back in. Now look at how far they've extended it, guys.
It's because they know that
Yep.
some of our guards besides Jordan are not going to dribble.
They know that we're going to struggle to have some continuity with it. We have the ball where we want it now, but that was actually a good-looking shot by Regina for just kind of getting it up there before the buzzer. What do we got here? End of 3, guys. 19-21. Wildcats have some work to do. I thought that after the first half, you know, they were cruising pretty well. But both teams, you know, both coaches are going to make adjustments, and that's going to happen. And we'll just have to wait and see. We're going to take a break here. The band's kind of getting warmed up here, putting some Doritos through their ligatures and spitting some Kit Kats through their flutes. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they rinsed out with water before they're playing their instruments. But that's just some band humor for you. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Here we go, fourth quarter. This is a pretty important fourth quarter for both of these teams. This is to determine second place in the Central Idaho League.
This depends on.
That was almost a travel. And if your shoes weren't bright orange and bright green, I wouldn't have seen it. But you might want to. I know it's the fashion nowadays.
Aren't these two teams going to play anyway?
Yeah, but this is going to determine where. It's kind of a. I mean, it's not a terribly long trip.
They've sent it already past the half-court line at this point now.
Yep.
It's been working.
Yep, they have extended it, and they're going to say you're going to have to get a certain distance into this back court or front court for us to.
Good defense by Peyton. Very good defense by Peyton. Timeout by Coach Neary.
Great timeout.
So it's been. Okay, so let's break this down. The points by quarters were Kellogg 8, Priest River 6 in the first. In the second, Kellogg 15, Priest River 6. No, Priest River 0.
Yeah,
my fault.
And then Kellogg 7.
7 to 0. And then this last quarter, what did Priest River outscore Kellogg, Easton?
15-4.
So 15-4. So, you know, the thing that flashes on the court more than anything is scoring. We're talking about player of the game. But this fourth quarter here, does anybody stand out to you guys?
Realistically, I feel like with what I have stats-wise is Aubrey.
I was going to say Aubrey has had a pretty solid game.
Leading with 10. She has 10 of the 19.
And maybe the latest trend down for the Wildcats offensively is they're not able to get Aubrey the ball on the post or inside. So maybe Aubrey is our Beanery player of the game front runner at this point.
Right now.
Got to get my graphics game up, don't I? Put that on the Beanery player of the game. Yep. Coach Kenyon's in the chat. Go Lady Cats.
Danny's back in the game. Jordan for 3.
That's a huge bucket for Kellogg.
Very big bucket. I'd like to see Jordan take over this quarter.
So Wildcats, you couldn't ask for a better start to the quarter there.
Yount in the post.
Story playing good defense, not leaving her feet. Active hands, active feet. Man-to-man.
McCracken to Humphrey.
Priest River much more patient than they were in the first half.
Are they going to call?
Yeah, that was kind of a late whistle if they're calling that foul on when Humphrey drove.
Yeah, they're calling it.
They kind of it seemed like they waited. Of course, I lost line of sight and didn't switch over to the TV fast enough. Wildcats up 42-21 on the Timberlake Tigers.
Who's wrestling currently? First free throw is good by Humphrey. Who is wrestling?
It doesn't seem like are they going by weight?
Yeah, they should be.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Lewis was a little bit ago. So free
Priest
throw
River
good.
Flipped the script with their free throw shooting. So far.
I think you're right.
They're flawless so far this half.
Wow.
They've extended this.
So this is where, and of course, you know, Aubrey's not in right now. So
I think Aubrey's in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Corner, got to
get it out of there. Reverse it. This is good. This is a big positive for Kellogg. Got to get some points here. The ball movement's great. You got to. Gosh, that was a good shot. I don't know why I'm watching it on the TV. The TV just looks so good now that we're all up here looking at our.
I didn't see who the offensive rebound was.
Looking at our big screen.
Oh, I know who's wrestling now. It's AJ.
AJ Peak.
22-25 Wildcats. Why we weren't paying attention to when there was a foul on the ground.
Okay.
Wide open the corners. Jordan.
Corner. Stutzky from a concession stand. No good.
Offensive rebound.
Okay, if it's not there, and Danny's frustrated there. You got to be strong with it, and you got to make them foul. If the ball's there for the taking, they're just going to grab at it.
That's just way too easy. That was way too easy.
That was a good rebound by Danny. I feel bad that it could have been a foul there, but you got to be stronger with it. But Wildcats, this is danger territory, guys.
You need
5 points.
You need a bucket.
The pivot foot scares me.
Okay, shoot it.
Ooh, that looks good.
It's a good shot.
Is that Phil?
Yeah, good shot, but pinned by AJ.
AJ. Priest River now, you don't have to, you don't, I just, the coach in me, I see those near travels and they make my heart stop. We got another timeout here.
Timeout by Coach Douglas.
Coach Douglas gonna reorganize and readapt here. 5-point lead for the Spartans. Still lots of time left, guys. If you're Kellogg, there's no reason to panic, but you're gonna have to be thinking of. I think your defense is giving you a chance. I think that you're gonna have to make some type of adjustment on the offensive end to that extended pressure. I don't know if it's going to be flash Danny to the top of the key to the 3-point line instead of waiting down low. I don't know if it means getting somebody. If it's not Danny, maybe it's. I think Danny's your best front court ball handler. She's not a guard, but if you give it to her away from the hoop, she's okay. I don't know if I want to expose, Aubrey or some of our players that are and Peyton. I don't know if you want to expose them that far away from the basket and have them have to make a dribble move, just percentage-wise. So Wildcats are really going to have to find something to crack that extended zone. I mean, Noah said it earlier. They're coming all the way across half court now. They're saying, we're comfortable making you uncomfortable now further. So out of the timeout, it'll be Priest River ball. 5-point lead. This is for the second place in the CIL, second seed in the District 1-2 tournament.
Just scrambled 3-pointer by
Wildcats got to get a rebound here. They're dodging bullets, right, guys? They're those 3-pointers that go in and out, and then Priest River gets the ball again, and you've worked so hard to get that defensive stop, and then you're not in foul trouble though. This quarter, since it reset, you've only got 2 fouls, so maybe be a little more aggressive on the box outs.
Simon guess who's wrestling right now.
I'm going to guess the Renaissance man.
Yeah, he is.
Kyle Van Vliet. I heard Kyle came to the golf meeting.
He did, because he might have a baseball team.
Oh, they're not?
Apparently
should have plenty, shouldn't we?
Said apparently only have 6 kids.
I think that'll change.
So Danny subbed out again. She's in foul trouble.
That's her 4th? Yeah, I didn't realize that was Danny that got that foul.
So Aubrey's back in.
So, I mean, my player of the game, I think it's Aubrey she's going to have to show here, and I hope they can get her the ball offensively. She's going to have to get a couple key rebounds, guys, to kind of keep the front run. Right now, Jordan Stutsky's tugging at my player of the game just because she's playing on a recently injured knee, and she is not flinched.
And recently injured shoulder. Very recent.
Yeah. And I think she's had a bloody nose.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so, I mean, we might even just call it the toughness player of the game.
I'm too busy watching the Renaissance man.
Yeah, it's hard not to. I mean, I'll watch the basketball. You keep us updated on Brian. I was going to say Brian.
3-pointer Humphrey.
Kyle Van Vliet.
No, I got to do stats.
Should be the final match, right?
It is.
And the Wildcats have it. Uh-oh, Kyle. Sorry, guys. Basketball. Here we go. Wildcats trying to cut into that 5-point lead. They've gotten the ball where they need it to now, guys. They got to figure out a way to. There it is.
There they go.
Yes.
That's a very.
Now you notice she had a nice, easy jumper there. She also had Aubrey cutting to the hoop. They had 2 options. That's good. Good job breaking the zone. They got to that point that time. Good job there offensively for the Wildcats. And guess who's fought that one off right there? I think that was Aubrey.
Jump ball. Kellogg ball.
Aubrey, yep, 3-quarter post, fronted that post and was able to get a possession out of that. You better believe it. So she's making her presence felt here.
Yeah, 3rd quarter, Priest River did their best to kind of get her out of the game, but she's back now. She's doing her thing again. Now
see how they've got more people up top to counter that a little bit? It gives them another person to pass to.
Easier pass.
But eventually you have to attack something. So there's our attack. There's Aubrey, takes it across. That was a great move.
That's going to stay. That should be.
Stay Kellogg. Aubrey did everything but make that bucket. It was an aggressive attack. It was fundamentally sound, just didn't knock the bucket down. So 24-27. Tighten it up here. 3 points, 3 minutes.
Travel.
They just get it's not that they're unaware. What's the positive in that, if you find the silver lining, is they are so full of energy and so ready to attack. That's a good thing. You want your players ready to attack and score, and Regina did that as well. Just you can't get ahead of your feet. You got to get that ball down.
Only 3 minutes left. Can't bite on that.
That was a nice 2-foot stop, crossover step. Yep. Pretty good job there.
Leads back to 5, so.
Stutsky, good job kind of making that defense collapse there. Uh-oh. I was going to say jump ball. They didn't call it. A turnover there for Kellogg. That's a costly turnover. It's a 5-point game again. And Priest River is just pounding this right side. That's
a big shot right there.
Yeah. Who was that? 21, McCracken?
It's been McCracken and Humphrey the entire time.
Wildcats really, with 2 minutes now, you've got to have, maybe not score on every possession, but you can't turn it over and just, they got it back. Okay, so possibly a timeout. I was going to say a 3 would be great. How about Aubrey with the rebound? Good job, Aubrey Groth.
So the Renaissance man got a pin.
He got a pin or he got pinned?
He got a pin.
Well, I should know. I should know he would pin someone. Good job, Kyle Van Vliet. And good job, Aubrey Groth here in this game. Noah, good rebound. And did you see right back up?
Right back up. Either she's going to make or she's going to draw a foul.
Yep.
She got the foul.
Yep. Got to make that free throw, though. Just kind of in and out.
Is that Danny coming back in?
Should be. Danny and Michaela.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes to go here. Coach Nearing, you got to go with everybody. You got to go for broke here. I'd like to see Danny and Aubrey together in the game now. Maybe get us a couple of key buckets here down the stretch. Good job there, Aubrey, on her second free throw. Timeout.
Jana.
She said.
No timeout.
She said.
Probably
I said climb out of this lead, not timeout. Those refs, though, you always are listening, because if a coach wants a timeout and you miss it,
they're going to be
not happy. 25-32. Wildcats need a stop. Priest River has been working ISO over here on this right side quite a bit, and primarily with Humphrey. She has had herself a ball game over here on the right side. They're going to force her to go to the left, and she's going to go left. I got away with that. I think maybe is that maybe a travel?
I couldn't tell from this angle.
Let's go replay.
It looked like.
Let's replay and split it. Easton can watch it while we're watching live.
Shot by Aubrey.
Dang, that looked good. Good rebound. Kick out.
Stutsky.
No, that wasn't travel. Offensive rebound.
Aubrey. Out again.
That was not a travel, by the way.
Wasn't? She got it up time, huh? Good move by her. And excellent no call by the refs. We compliment the refs. We don't just complain that they can't do anything right. We appreciate what they do. And when they do get it right, when we were wrong, we say that. Oh, Aubrey's just, man, she's so she has gotten 2, 3 really, really good looks down the stretch here that just, haven't been off the mark. But I like that she's been strong with the ball and square to the basket. Wildcats have to go full court here now and maybe start fouling. You're going to see if they
charge.
That would
travel.
Be a travel, yeah.
It's either that or cause some turnovers, and that's what they did.
So you need lots of points. Coach Jan's going to call him over there and say, it doesn't feel like a 9-point deficit. I feel like Kellogg has played so much better than that. I think it maybe is going cold in the second half.
Third quarter.
It's that third quarter. That's the only reason why they.
And you got, you also, in the same token, you have to give credit to Priest River, who scored 0 points in the second quarter. So they went a quarter where they didn't score at all, and they've come out and found that offensive rhythm.
They kept their head up and kept pushing.
Yeah.
That is a great third quarter.
Yeah, I think that's basically the pivotal point of why.
A lot of teams would lose. I hope I just won 0 for a whole quarter, but not pretty sure they came back.
Yep.
Took the lead.
Update here for our Wildcat fans. The Wildcats go on the road, take down the 4A Timberlake Tigers 54-27, doubled them up. Good job, wrestlers.
Well, they've got less than a month.
Oh yeah, we're getting down to.
They got 3 weeks left.
And they are ranked 3 in the state right now in the power rankings. I'll tell you what, if they can all get healthy.
That's exactly what I've said. If they can all get healthy.
Ooh. Okay, we need points here. We just need, and even if we just need to get a look. It just has to not be a turnover. Peyton got a little excited there. 25-34. It's looking pretty unlikely here for the Wildcats, but we know they're not going to give up by any means. We're going to get Regina back into the game here. You probably are going to, at least until the 30-second mark, you're going to foul and force them to extend that lead. Try to get a turnover now, and then I'd get down here and I would just foul.
Yeah, I'd foul.
They're going to go straight up. Oh, they are going to get Stutsky to get a foul there. Oh, no, timeout.
Yeah,
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
Thought he called a foul there. So, Kellogg, what did we had 19 at half, right?
19 and a half we scored.
4 in the third.
No, we had 15
at half. 15 at half.
We scored 4.
Yes, and then 6 since then.
Yes. And
so
then,
10 points in the second half so far.
And then pretty sure we scored 15 in the third, and then they right now have scored 13.
Yeah.
It's realistically the second half is the reason why.
Priest River really flipped the script there in the second half. And it's impressive that they did it, as we said. They flipped the script after scoring no points.
After scoring 0 points and going into half.
Yeah, and Noah said it best. They didn't hang their heads. You don't score any points in a quarter, you could really just kind of go, wow, this is terrible. And they didn't. Wildcats I feel like they've just struggled offensively. This would be like maybe a back and forth. It was there for a while. It was a back and forth game. This should be a 2-3 point game, I'm thinking, if Kellogg plays just a little bit better. Gets a few more of those shots to go. We're going to try to get probably going to see if I don't know if they're going to foul. Oh, they get a steal instead. Regina's just going to try to take it the whole way.
And
that's off the foot.
Dribbles it off her foot.
He's going to keep the ball. Good hustle there by Ella.
I like trying to get quick turnovers. If you can't get quick turnover, you got to foul as soon as possible.
I would like to see if Michaela's at one of the. Okay. Michaela, I want you to flash to the middle of the top of the key. Or Aubrey. You gotta shoot that.
You
gotta get something. Corner, gotta shoot it, You need it. And timeout.
Gonna get a timeout. Yeah.
A lot of waste of time.
Yeah, we just wasted what? 20 seconds?
I think it was around 20 seconds. There's about 50 seconds left. But yeah, 53 seconds out of their last timeout. So
we wasted 20 seconds. Because you had Michaela, you had multiple opportunities to swing at Michaela on the right wing for 3.
Yeah, there's been a lot of simple and small mistakes with Kellogg. Those small mistakes add up, and now you're down by 9.
And it's the turnovers.
Oh yeah, small, simple, travels, things like that, easily can be avoidable. Coaching's also been pretty good, Appreciate coaching's also been pretty good.
Yeah. Coach Douglas.
Reacting to that offense that Kellogg had in the first half.
All the quick passes. He's definitely
put a stop to that. Look where they got him.
Okay, can go to Danny. Gotta shoot it. Foul. 27 seconds left. Need a 3. You need it.
A quick one if you can. 'Cause the longer you sit, less chance you're going to get open 3.
Huh. 27 seconds.
I'm going to get some things squared away here, I guess.
Gotta. Yeah, there you go.
Shoot
Shoot it.
There you go.
Get in there. Ah,
Offensive
Close.
rebound. Story. Gotta go back up, though.
25-34. Feels like it was just, like 25-21, like Kellogg had. Feels like that it was much closer there for a long time. Priest River just really kind of deceptively pulled away, didn't they, guys?
Yeah.
Again, credit to them. I mean, coming off of that second quarter, they really turned it around.
They were able to get easy buckets and actually hitting their free throws.
I think that's a key. Free throws and get into the line. Kind of did it the hard way.
3-pointer Stutsky.
Ooh, that looked
Short.
dead on from here, didn't it? Yeah, that's going to probably do it. At this point, it doesn't do much good to foul. 25-34 is going to be your final. That'll mean the Wildcats will be the third-place team. Priest River will be the second-place team. They will play again.
They will win this weekend.
Only this time, I think it will be
That's
next
the
week.
boys.
Next week. In fact, I have the schedule over there on that sheet of paper. If you look on the middle up top, there's a schedule of the district tournament.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, so that's not mine, but it'll work. So Saturday, those two play. So alma mater right now, if you're Kellogg girls, the alma mater really is probably the last thing you want to do right now, but it's something that you'll appreciate later. It is difficult to do when you lose, but when you see people staying and saluting you, win or lose, at some point that'll mean something to you. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean something to them now, but alma mater, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Final thoughts. We'll go Easton first.
I really liked what they did in the first half. Able to have a 9-point lead going into half, and shutting out Priest River, which we don't see often in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Quick passes.
Great defensive effort there.
Good offense, and then just kind of Priest River figured it out and was able to adapt from there.
Good.
Yeah, I really love their passing in the first half. I would say it got figured out eventually, but I think they need to stick to that. If they can figure that out, that'll be great for them.
I agree. Their ball movement is something that they can build on. Even if they're not making shots, more quality shots you get, more they're going to make.
And taking care of the ball.
And take care of the ball. And your player of the game brought to you by the Beanery on Railroad.
So we've all come to agreement. It is senior number 20, Aubrey Groth.
Aubrey Groth, ladies and gentlemen, the senior on senior night. She did a great job. She did get some foul trouble. Was out of the game for periods of time, but I thought when she was in there, her minutes were quality. She had 3 or 4 possessions down here in the fourth quarter. Those could have been buckets that would have tightened the game up, but they were good quality shots. Aubrey, I think, had a pretty solid game, pretty much all night. Congratulations, Aubrey. For Noah, Easton, and Gemma, I am Simon Miller. We are Wildcats Live. Remember, be safe out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.